Hey guys, what's up? My name's Theo. I play middle linebacker for the Hilversum Hurricanes. That is in the Netherlands, that is in Europe. Play Euroball, all that happy jazz. Welcome to my channel. I do football content every Monday and Friday. It's when the videos are released. And those line up with our practices. We're getting back after our winter stop and a recent nationwide lockdown or something, so things are a bit funky. But yeah, on the Friday videos like this one, I do comment response for all the football related content on the channel that gets put out. Also, since lockdown's over, gym and all that stuff, so there's fitness questions of sorts relating to football. And then I do like news and whatnot, and there's actually some more news about things. And then we'll talk about also the NFL because playoffs and stuff. And then I'll go out to practice tonight. Gotta make sure I get that and everything, and mouth guards all prepped and ready to go. So yeah, I am in the process of having lunch. It's a hot pocket, basically. I just got a lot more bread in it. Yeah, and on the Sunday videos, for Sunday for me, that's when our practice is. So the Monday videos is usually just a day-long practice thing. I might have some afterthoughts as I get on all the trains back to here, you know, eat, have a burrito, shove my face full of after practice meal. That kind of was really it kind of happened in the States. There'd be practice video before, maybe during if I set it up, and then after practice, and then like I'd go pick up my husband and then we'd just go out to IHOP and I'd throw food in my face or something like that. But anyways, so let's check out some comments. Alright, scrolling back 6 days ago. Okay, not much. Oh look, practice video. Recent commenter says, thanks for all the explanations. That's a comment in response to what was in the video about me responding to all of his comments and questions on Football 101 video content. Another comment from him. Oh, I thought there was more. Again, football's winding down in the United States, so plus being over here, YouTube does localization stuff, so it gets pushed out here, but nobody's looking for football content, whereas over in the States, it's crazy, I guess. I don't know. Plus, the ones that do watch here are not prone to commenting, because they may feel bad about not being as great at English, and I'm like, I don't care. If it comes through completely in German, I will highlight the whole thing and throw it through Google Translate. I'm capable with a computer. But, alright, so I guess news. Let's go check out the Instagram, because that's where the information is going to be, I think. Yeah, BNL football? Did it go away? Alright, so with news, that BNL football thing that I brought up last time involves 6 teams, 2 Belgian, 4 Netherlands, so total of 6 teams. So it's going to overlay with our schedule. The information that I got on Thursday was a bit extra, and I think I talked about it at the end, but I didn't have full information, and as it came out, I think it came out after I recorded the Monday video. But anyways, so we have 2 extra games added onto our schedule, and they're both the Belgian teams. So, and we have a home game and an away game. So the first game of this whole thing has technically been done, and it was our game back in November against Groningen. That did not go so well. The inaugural game, but the thing is we didn't know this league was happening, and they sort of roped in our last game to it. So it seems a bit unfair, but the next game for this league is my team also. February 27th will be against the Crew. And then for Hilversum, Isachem, the Belgian team, is on March 26th. May 1st, Hilversum versus Arnhem Falcons. May 7th, Hilversum versus Limburg Shotguns. And I remember that one's the home game. So we're going to Belgium in March, and the Belgians are coming here, and the Belgians are coming. So that's that league. There's multiple other teams, all the Arnhem Falcons, Groningen Giants, Crew, Hilversum, Shotguns, and all that jazz. But so anytime the AFBN plays a corresponding team, it will count twice. We're still in the AFBN, so when we play Crew, we win the game, it counts in BNL and in AFBN. But Crew is not in our division for AFBN, so it counts only once. We only play them once, so it's awkward. The rule that I think I heard was if it is 2 games against the person, then we pick the better of the game. So if we played Crew or Arnhem twice, then we would get to pick the winning game. So if we won and then lost, they would pick the one that they won and we would pick the one that we won, and it's stupid. This is the very first season, very rushed section of league, so we'll see how this goes. I'm still focusing on the AFBN and the Tulip Bowl coming in July and all that jazz. It's entirely possible that this BNL season 2022 will be an on, and then they'll be like, yeah, that was a terrible idea, and then scrap it. As this seemed to have come out of nowhere. So, yeah. So if you want to go down, you can find it at bnl.football on Instagram. You can also find it on Facebook too, but I don't really deal with that much anymore. Yes, I'm completely aware that they are one and the same, basically. Okay, let's move on to NFL. Looking at how I watched 2 of the divisional games. So yeah, I watched the 2 of the last games. I watched Buccaneers, Rams, and Packers, 49ers. The reason why is I woke up in the morning and I heard some hubbub about Packers, 49ers, so I watched that game instead because, yeah, I'd already gotten, mostly because I got the Bengals spoiled on Twitter, so I was like, whatever. So I watched Packers, 49ers just to get that one done. And I watched that Sunday because International Game Pass app, and I just pipe it over to that television. And then Monday night I watched the Buccaneers Rams. And I gotta say, 3 of the 4 games came down to a final last second field goal. And I say second for that for that Rams Buccaneers game. Because dinner was done when I was watching it, and there was like 10 minutes left on the stream, but it was like, yeah, 3 minutes left on the clock. So I just opened up my phone and I checked what the score was, and I was like, oh, okay. And so I fast forwarded to the part, and it was just like, it was at the last second. I was like, 49ers, roughly the same thing. The thing is, I knew that score. I just didn't know how it happened. And the Packers were like, what the hell? Like, the first drive, there's only 5 minutes into the first quarter, and they already scored the majority of their points. I was like, when is this field goal coming in? And when the hell do they shut down? Because I knew it was 10-13. I just didn't realize where the points were distributed. So that was kind of a wild game. I suggest maybe at some point finding a game like that, knowing the score, and hopefully it's not a drastically different score like, the Cowboys got blown out. But when we're looking at like a 16-19, a 27-30, a 10-13, you just look at that score and you go, huh. And to be fair, it keeps you on the edge of your seat because you know exactly how it ends. But when does it happen? Because in a football game, you can score all your points and then have a stalemate until the end. Like, it could have been everything in the first quarter, 10-13. And then 3 quarters of nothing, as the 49ers were attempting to hold on to a very small thing. And they were trying, and the Packers were trying to get the 49ers to not score any more points and then score their own. That would have been a heavy battle. To be fair, it was spread out a little bit more. And like the Rams were spanking the Buccaneers in that first half. I was like, oh, I know who wins this game. I didn't know who won. So when it came down to the Buccaneers-Rams, I didn't know who won. And I was like, I'll be the Rams. But I always had to give it up to the thing. And then it was just like, Rams, Buccaneers. And then it got so close near the end, I was like, what? I mean, it's only like 20-27 right now. Huh, okay, well, let's just see how this wins. And it wound up being 27-30. And I was like, what the hell happened? And I went back and eventually watched the very end, and it was basically like, okay, so we're tied. But I do understand that maybe like Bills-Chiefs would have been a closer game. I mean, it wasn't even a close game to begin with, but then they went into overtime, and the Bills never got to possess the ball. And it was like, the overtime rule needs to change. Yeah, USA Today here says, why did Bills not possess ball in lost to Chiefs? NFL playoffs overtime rules explained. And they're funky. It says here, in the playoffs overtime periods of 15 minutes, all replay reviews are initiated by the officiating crew. Both crews will have a chance to possess the ball, with one exception. If the team that receives first scores a touchdown on its first possession, the game ends with that score. So the coin toss basically can decide the game. Now, to be fair, that is fairly neutral, but the coin toss shouldn't have that much power. It should just literally decide who goes first, not who has the only chance of winning. To be fair, if the defense was powerful enough and didn't allow the Chiefs to score, the Bills would have got their chance to score. And if they didn't, it would have been another overtime. But if they did, game over. But the fact that the Chiefs scored it all means that the Bills didn't get possession of it, and that sucks. Because that puts more onus on your defense. And as a defense member, I like a battle, but... So yeah, that's pretty much that. When it comes down to the next games, we're looking at Chiefs versus Bengals and Rams versus 49ers. So those are going to be Sunday at 9, Monday at midnight 30 for me. Jesus Christ, no. I will probably just watch the Rams game on Monday while I'm cooking tacos. So, yeah, I mean, the games aren't even going to be aired by the time I do anything on Sunday anyways for practice, so... And I just do not want to air them. 9 o'clock. Why would I do that? Anyways, I will check you guys out in practice. I need to finish eating lunch, and we're going to head on out to Hill for something. Okie dokie. We're after practice. I was having a overstimulation issue with the wind and hearing. Anxiety was going... Hello. Anxiety was probably going a bit crazy. Everything good? Just making sure it's all good. This is our equipment shed. Dennis will lock it up. My shoulder feels a little weird. We were doing some press them up in the front drill, run stuff. I was, with all the sound, the wind and the rain, oh my God, it was so bad. I need to get this under control. I don't know what I'm doing. There's nobody on this fucking train. I'm just eating my Kinder Mix. Dennis gave me a ride to the train station. I mean, I missed the bus. It was cold, and I would have went out. But I'm going to get into Central here at 11:30. Green right there. Where are we? So dark out right on the beige? No, it looks like beige. Alright, then you'll see you. No, there's a camera. Nobody on this train. Oh yeah, we're rolling through the middle of Vase very slowly. Why are we slowing down? Like we were flying. What happened? But anyways, yeah, I was getting massively overstimulated. And that's part of the reason why, for those of you that only watch on the football vlogs, I'm going in for ADD anxiety medication, just because I feel like something happened in the early part of fall, like September, October, and things have been just weird since then. Aaron says it's been for a while, but like it's been really bad for the fall, and I'm not sure if it's just extended corona pandemic but we are whole ass stopped in Vase. But yeah, my skin's cold. It's tired. Look at that.
Dames en heren, een ogenblik geduld graag. Er gaat een trein voor ons uit. En dat is normaal een stoptrein ook. De treindienstleider heeft een kleine vergissing gemaakt. Dus wij komen nu achter de stoptrein te zitten in plaats van ervoor.
No idea. This late at night, why would there be any tourists? But anyways, I mean, we're not next to anything. We're on the middle track. There's no way to get out. Stop train is Sprinter. Niet normal. Anyways, I'm gonna put my mask on, but yeah. So, I mean, I wound up getting through practice and all that jazz. I wound up getting awkward. There goes a stop train. Yeah. And while we're here, got you guys a little bit. 6,000 steps. Someone came walking through. Sleep was awkward. And see, right there, that's when I had the band off. But then I put it back on. Oh, here we go. Then I put it back on at practice. And I was right, you know, midway through, just to get more intensive time or something like that. I scanned my heart rate when I put it on just to see what it was, and it was 123. We weren't necessarily doing anything cardio. We were just doing a lot of O-line push drills, but I just, with the anxiety spiking and stuff, it sucks. But I didn't check blood oxygen or anything. I needed to get back out there.
Dames en heren, gelukkig blijft de schade beperkt tot een aantal minuten. De trein die voor ons zit, die wordt alweer aan de kant genomen. Wij gaan ons alweer voorbij. En hopelijk kunnen wij nog een beetje op tijd in Amsterdam aankomen.
And hopefully we'll be on time in Amsterdam. We're not that far out, bro. We're in Weesp. But I get what you mean. I have an app on my phone that shows us how fast we're going. I have to get it to. It'll be the last thing. Oh, I better put that over to the speed unit, miles per hour. Hey, nice. The train goes faster than this. I think it tops out at like 87, 88 miles an hour. Look at that. What I read things as is it's kind of fast. Yeah, we're just cruising at 80 right now. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll have a message, hopefully from my therapist, about anxiety medication or anything like that. So, is that what was broken? Maybe.